So many of us have pets and love them dearly, but animal hoarders take that love to an extreme.
Just a few weeks ago in Brown County, rescuers pulled 66 dogs from one woman's home. All of them survived, but that's not the end of the story. In a lot of ways, it's just the beginning. Here's 9 News anchor Tanya O'Rourke.
Clyde and Carol, there are many costs associated with a pet hoarder. For that person, there's the heartache. But for county shelters, this is a feat that involves manpower and money they just don't have.
There you go. Like that. 28.
This is not an easy day for Ruth Wilder.
People have judged me, but let me tell you something.
This day, the Brown County Animal Shelter is taking the 65 dogs she loves from her home.
I am proud that I was the owner of these dogs and did take care of them as good as I could.
Ruth Wilder is an animal hoarder. She loves dogs. All of her hard life, they have been the things that have loved her unconditionally. Today, she's ready to give them up because Leslie Zurich, the Brown County dog warden, made her a promise.
She knew that we weren't going to kill them. We weren't going to euthanize any of the dogs.
There you go, honey.
But to take 66 dogs, feed them, care for them, find them good homes, requires more than Zurich's small shelter can give.
This is more dogs than we could possibly put in our shelter.
So Zurich called in help. Red Rover, a national animal welfare organization, brought in volunteers from all over the country. PetSmart offered the crate and some money, which will pay for just the vet bills.
For 65 dogs, we're talking about $16,000.
Just for the veterinary care?
Yes.
Are you okay? Yeah. The dogs are immediately brought here to 2 barns in Wilmington donated by Rumpke. A small army of volunteers weigh them, give them medical care, and plenty of food and treats. The dogs will fill these barns, as will volunteers working and watching them around the clock. 2 weeks later at the barns, and the dogs are clean and happy. Many have been adopted.
We're down to 22, and then we'll have 6 more leave today.
Zurich has kept her promise to Ruth Wilder, no dogs put down. But there's a heavy price to pay. Her animal shelter is now full, and room has to be made one way or another.
So now we have our shelter overflowing with dogs. And they're at risk for being euthanized now.
As of today, all the dogs are either adopted or are with dog rescues. And since this happened, another dog was dropped off at Ruth's home. She called the shelter and asked them to pick up the dog. Leslie Zurich did. And Leslie says Ruth has cleaned up her home and is happy, and she believes that this may be a rare case where the hoarder doesn't hoard anymore.